Shut up, Brandon! Hey, everybody. You're probably wondering who this masculine, beautiful, brown-skinned animal.
Queen.
This is Blackbeast 510. He's a very close friend of mine. And today for our podcast, because we really like doing this stuff and there's nothing else to do, we're going to talk about our top 5 favorite Quentin Terintino films. And the important thing to know about me personally, I think Jamani is that my favorite director is Quentin Terintino. And I thought that would be nice, because we were going to do top 5 favorite movies, but that would take, it's too broad, so we're going to do it in sections. So, Jamani, go first, since you're new on the show.
Alright, well, I don't know about how these two feel, but I'm going to go ahead and say top 5.
Oh, no, start with 5. Okay, so I forgot how to explain the rules. So,
no. I watched the
video. Wait, he does watch ours. Okay, sorry.
Number 5, I'm going to go ahead and say Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs? Okay.
I have nothing against it. It's just that I feel that the other 4 were a lot better.
He's looking at Quentin Tarantino.
He's trying to figure out who it is. Demon Slayer 510 is over here on the computer because he hasn't seen any Quentin Tarantino movies.
Or movies.
Or movies in general.
At all.
Alright, my number 5, I'm going into this kind of unprepared, is, I gotta agree with you.
Come on. Say it.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna say it is Reservoir Dogs.
Thank you.
It was the first Quentin Tarantino movie I ever saw. I love the movie, don't get me wrong, I love the movie. But it is a lot of dialogue and it's not a lot of action, but that should never stop you from watching because it's an amazing movie. And when there is action for the 3 minutes in total out of that 2-hour film, shit gets real. So yeah, it's a really good movie, but that's my number 5.
I'm with them on that, actually.
It's just true, man. I'm sorry. It's like...
I mean, I had something for number 5, but then he started explaining the action, and I was like, yeah.
It's true.
Because my number 5 was going to be Jackie Brown.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I understand, like, you know, with the fans and stuff, I get that.
I mean, it was alright. And I got kind of bored with it, to be
honest. So is it your number 5, or is it...
But
so it's your number... You don't know yet?
It might not even be up in there.
Ah, okay. It's a mentionable.
It's a mentionable.
Okay.
Because nobody really knows that one.
No, it's not. And fun fact about Jackie Brown is that when it was released in 1998, it didn't come out on DVD until 5 years later. Little thing. Sorry. All right. Go ahead. Your number 4, Jamal.
Okay. I'd say my number 4 is Jackie Brown. I like how Samuel L. Jackson, he's always been like a great actor to me when he's in a Quentin Tarantino film. I wouldn't say he's the main part of it. No one's the main. He's just a great actor to me. I just like the old style, how Quentin can always put movies together and just how different it is.
Shut the hell up, Brandon.
Alright,
he's just mad because he can't ever participate because he doesn't know all these things.
I don't give a fuck. I already didn't participate in that one of them.
Alright,
Jesus.
My number 4. This is tough. I'm trying to think. Because right now I don't have any of the Kill Bills on my list. Because I love all the Kill Bills, but... And, like, you know, it's like, you know which one's my number 1. It's, I want to say it is Jackie Brown, honestly. Because I can say that I enjoy watching that a little bit more than Reservoir Dogs just because it's got a better story.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it. I like Pam Grier and that big booty. And Samuel L. Jackson's like hilarious in that. Robert De Niro! Performance of your life, man.
I actually did like him in Jackie Brown.
That was the biggest thing for me. Even though he's small, he's like, I really need you to just shut the fuck up this time. Okay, I'm sorry. Bow, 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 bow. Shut up, bitch.
You shot her in the face?
I like to think that they did that at Southland Mall.
Can we also mention how that Chris Tucker died?
Oh, that's a... Yeah.
The trunk scene.
You know, he's in it for like 5 minutes.
So you think, oh, Chris Tucker's been in all these 90s movies. He must have a pretty big part.
Yeah,
and then,
it's like, no.
We'll have him in there for
Who was excited to actually kind of see something like that? The Chinese thing,
Yeah.
he pulls it out. I kind of wanted to see that, but it didn't happen. It was still pretty funny, though. Yeah, so that's my number 4.
Number 4 for me would be Kill Bill Volume 2.
Now we know what his number 3 is going to be.
I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was as good as Kill Bill Volume 1.
I respect that. It's because it's funny, because it's like...
Actually, no, you know what? Since Kill Bill Volume 1 is actually not going to be in my top 3.
It's not.
I'm going to have Kill Bill Volume 1 be number 4.
Oh, okay. Kill Bill number 2 is unmentionable. It's like, you got to watch both of them.
Yeah, like Kill Bill Volume 1 is probably my favorite because that one's hella violent.
Right.
And number 2 is violent, just not as violent as the
Yeah,
first
there's a
one.
lot more like dialogue and emotion in it. I like that. I think definitely it's a notable. It's not on my list either, personally. All right, so you're number 3. This is where it gets tough, honestly.
I planned this out.
Oh yeah, you did plan this out.
I was ready.
I have my number 3.
My number 3 is From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, that's right. No, don't worry. I already told him, but he's gonna explain.
I wanted to throw this one in here. I'd want to say I think that was the very first film that I saw. It got me started. I liked even though he had the corny vampires, I just loved how it was filmed.
Jumanji's not stupid. He knows it wasn't directed by Quentin Tarantino, but he was in it, so it counts.
Okay. It counts for me.
Yeah,
they had the brotherly love.
Because I told him, I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I don't want to break this to you. And he's like, no, I know.
I needed something else to throw in there.
Yeah, I like that. He's probably the most creative one out of us. That was the most creative answer. My number 3, this is where it's just too real.
You mentioned Planet Terror.
Oh, in the 5 minutes that he was... God, he, like, gets his balls melted off and, like, fall off.
It's so gross.
You haven't seen Planet Terror?
No.
What?
You know the Grindhouse thing? It's like, it came with Death Proof, and then Robert Rodriguez did one. Robert Rodriguez was better than Death Proof.
Yeah.
It was a really good zombie movie. Super cheesy and gory. Oh, that's not good.
Other than that, Robert Rodriguez has some shitty movies.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He has only...
Spy Kids.
Hey!
I actually like that.
The first two.
The fourth one, they fell off way too
3,
far.
they started falling off, and 4.
4, they were done.
Yeah.
The machete movies, they're pretty.
Oh God, I
Cool.
saw one.
I like all of them. I can't even lie.
All right, what's your number?
My number 3.
Let it out.
It's like it's hard. it's Inglourious Bastards. Now here's the thing. In my mind, that movie goes a lot higher, but then I gotta tone it down. Inglourious Bastards is
There's
just
a lot of dialogue.
It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of the goriest, dialogue-wise. It's my favorite movie with Brad Pitt in it. It's got Eli Roth in it as a little Easter egg, so that's pretty cool. I think it's just one of the best movies he's ever made, like production-wise, settings, just everything, direction. It was so good. And then Christoph Waltz, you're just like the greatest actor on the entire world.
We're just gonna forget that you were in Green Lantern. I mean, not Green Lantern, Green Hornet.
I like that movie. You didn't even notice, though. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to watch that again now. All right, go ahead. You're number 3.
Number 3, Pulp Fiction. I'm going to put Pulp Fiction there because I have a little category of my own for the top 2. But other than that, Pulp Fiction. Really, it's one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies.
Burn in hell. No, I'm just kidding.
And I just like that he decided to make it into a little novella. In a way.
I guess so, yeah.
Put subcategories for the characters.
Yeah.
I like that.
Number 2.
My number 2, for some of you, going to be surprised. Django's going to be number 2.
What?
As much as I loved it...
That's not a racist thing. Django's like fucking amazing movie.
Out of all of it, I loved it. I'm not saying that it was terrible. I'm just saying that there was one movie that I liked more. Django, Jamie Foxx, he was great with the kneecaps. That was my favorite scene out of all of it. The slavery part was thrown in. I loved it too.
How did they make something so serious look so light? That's what I don't understand.
Quentin he always does a great job. Django, loved it.
And please tell the audience that you really didn't care about the excessive amounts of the N-word.
Oh, trust
me,
me, I loved it.
I loved
It
it.
was
him
a
being
period
able to throw it in.
piece. So are we supposed to just pretend like they never said it at all?
Yeah.
With him throwing it in there, that just made it a little bit extra. But I loved it.
Throwing it in there. You mean covering it on the
I mean,
entire movie?
lather. He took out all the fucks and put in the N-word.
That's it. All right. My number 2. It's got to be Django as well. It really does. It is, like the best gory. I mean, it's my favorite Western besides like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And it's an amazing film, really. I mean, I don't need to see it even saying much. He said it. I mean, it's funny, it's dark, it's action, it's smart, it's got dialogue, it's got Christoph Waltz being even better than the Jew Hunter in Inglourious Bastards. It's everything that you wanted. So that's mine. That's my number 2.
Like I said, this goes into a category of its own. My top 2. So number 2. This category is the Christoph Waltz category. Number 2 for me, I'm with them, is Django. Christoph Waltz, I would loved it for Christoph Waltz mainly. I thought he was amazing in that. And they probably already know, since I said this is a Christoph Waltz category, my number 1. Sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, it's there.
Inglourious Bastards?
It's in Shermians.
Oh, okay.
Lanyards.
No, I don't want to talk about
Sherman's
that.
lanyards.
Okay.
And yeah, Christoph Waltz is just amazing in that movie. Leonardo DiCaprio also very good in that movie.
Yes. Oh, I apologize. We didn't mention Leonardo DiCaprio. He definitely should get some mention. He was a God. You took that little bitch Titanic thing, and you're a man now.
He let it go.
Don't forget the
Why the fuck in every movie can you just make yourself look whatever age you want? Why did you look 20 in Wolf of Wall Street when you're like in your 40s now? Can you tell me your secret?
It was all the cocaine.
There you go. Kept them young.
It's all the souls that he's trying to take from, that keep winning the gold, that keep winning the Oscars except for him. Oh, suck your soul.
All right, Giovanni,
I can't
go ahead
read
and
that
list
from
it.
here.
Okay, number 1, I'm gonna have to say is Pulp Fiction. Because of this guy, he got me started on Quentin Terintino. I really got into it. Pulp Fiction was the very first one that it got me started to watch more and expand out to the rest of his movies. The thing that I mostly loved about it was when he put all the stories together, like the way how he has like two to three different groups of people, and then all together at the end they all match together and they all come into one. And I just like how that happens.
Jumanji just said it. I mean, it was like, that was my second Quentin Tarantino film that I saw, because the first one was Reservoir Dogs. And like, there's nothing that you've ever seen like storytelling wise, you know? Like mixing all these characters that don't even connect with each other and like making this intense story. Like, I will never personally forget the scene where Bruce Willis is driving and Marcellus Wallace is holding the donuts, and he's just like, what the fuck? And like, that's like, what the fuck? How did that happen? That is just, it's my number 1. It's the best to me personally. It's like, it's just such a good movie. You know what, I'm gonna take the one back. I gotta say that Inglourious Bastards has to be my number 2, honestly, because I just love that movie too much. So just wanted to fix that. Hey, that's a good ass movie, Brandon.
I know.
That guy's dead.
Anyways,
as you all probably assumed, number 1 for me is Inglourious Bastards, mainly for the performance of Christoph Waltz.
Same here.
Oh my God.
So good.
He's so beautiful. I want him to be my dad.
Your dad's gonna watch this and be like, you're gonna get a whooping today.
No, my dad will understand.
My dad.
If anything,
Daddy,
tries
can you carve a
anything.
swastika in my forehead?
Daddy.
You can't do it as good as Christoph Waltz. Oh, I mean Brad Pitt. Sorry, I completely threw that out of context.
And also, I was surprised to see that the guy from The Office was in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Eli Roth was good. There's a few things that I didn't like about it, which was mainly Samuel L. Jackson narrating it.
No.
I was like, I mean, honestly,
Comment if you didn't like that.
I'm sorry, it was good, but it just seemed off. But I like that more than the music part of it. The music was off in that movie. Like, really?
It wasn't.
Really?
It wasn't
So-
off at all.
So he's gonna put pop music in a movie that's taking place in the 1940s?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Well, he did in Django and it worked just fine.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Hip hop in a fucking
You don't know what you're
piece
talking about, so
Doesn't
it doesn't
fucking
matter.
belong in
I
there.
think I loved Rick Ross.
I'm not gonna
when,
listen to you
that
critique
happened.
Quentin Tarantino.
And Django.
Hmm?
Rick Ross and Django.
Damn straight. 100 black coffins.
I'm sorry. I like going for realism.
Buttons. That's the only thing I was looking at. I was like, be careful, you're gonna pop your button.
I'm sorry to my audience out there, our audience, that I go for realism.
And not classiness.
I don't give a fuck about classiness.
Oh, we know.
You gotta be realistic.
Hey! Damn, old mama getting me down.
I'd be over that.
Please continue, Gordon.
No, I'm done because you guys are fucking faggots.
I didn't do anything.
Fuck you. You know what you did.
How can you blame me?
You know
for
what you
liking
did,
Rick
Jumani!
Ross?
Whoops.
I don't think we condone to homophobic words. We're gonna have a long talk after this.
Alright.